Alright. Hey everyone. Hello. So, hope everyone doing alright. I'm on the bed. My son is in my chair. He swapped out. So that's where I'm at. So, early today I didn't have my coffee. So I decided to take a sip of one. So now I want to talk. What I want to talk about, I have no idea. Part of me is like, sit your behind still and don't move, don't say nothing. The other part of me is like, but I want to talk. I want to say something. But I don't know. It's more so like right now. I don't know if y'all can see it sometimes or hear it when I talk. Like when I talk, it's weird. Okay, so I know I'm God. Okay, and I know I'm a vessel. I know I'm a spirit, and I know I have spiritual gifts and stuff like that. But then sometimes you hear me talk like how I talk, and then I get a little bit more stern sometimes. So you hear the other side of me, which is the masculine side comes out sometimes. And reason why I say masculine when it comes to me being a little bit more authoritative is because it's like I try to keep those feelings separate, if that makes sense. Reason for me is like, I'm not saying that females are not strong or anything, but sometimes I keep them separate. So I don't want to say it like this, but please don't take it the wrong way. It's like I know my placement, knowing that even though I may be strong, but at the same time, it's not that I'm weak. It's like, even in my own mind, it's like I'm letting them, like there's times where I need the masculine side to take the lead, if that makes sense. And I guess I do that because in my head, it's like if I was in a relationship with someone, just because I'm who I am doesn't mean that I have to throw my authority around to prove that I'm something. But it's like if the masculine is the one that's going to take the lead, I want him to feel that power, that strength, so that he knows that I am beside him, but at the same time that I know that he's my protector. So that's how I look at it when it comes to when I communicate. So not saying that a female can't be strong or whatever like that. It's just if I put it in my head now, then when I'm actually with someone, then I'll keep the same mindset, but know that when I'm with that person, they know that if I need to take, how can I say it, if I'm in a position for myself and I need to stand firm, that I can tap into that side, if that makes sense. I ain't got to be there all the time. I just want to feel feminine, So I know a lot of times when I talk, I do sound like, when I start cursing and all of that, that is the more masculine side. I dabble more on that than the female side, unfortunately. But only because of the process of what I go through. Because I want to make sure my feminine side stay feminine. So I tap into that. So when y'all hear me talk a little bit, raunchy and all of that other stuff, that's why, I just try to keep it separate so that I can, it's a, how can I say, I know people use like mind games, but it's a reverse psychology for me. It's like, I do reverse psychology on myself so that I can keep myself in the right alignment with things. If I know how to keep myself in order, then I understand the order that's in front of me. You understand? I hope that makes sense. So as ladies, I'm not sitting here saying that a female can't take charge. That's why you got the masculine DNA inside of you when you need to. But you ain't got to use it all the time. No different than when a man. If a man does the same thing in his life, he know when he's in front of a female that, how to be a protector and be there and understanding and loving. You got me? Okay. That's a part. So back to what I really was trying to say with this. So when I talk about a lot of things, when y'all, like, I still feel like a little kid sometimes. I'm like, oh, I was this, I was that. So it's like the last video with the whole Pocahontas and Indian and with the Indian tribe and the Egyptian. When I first, when that image came into my head, I was like, what? Now this some good gossip right here. It's like now we can talk about this. Because you know how the Indians get a hard time? just think about how history, how Indians got so much of a hard time, like being the first ones here on America. Well, I'm okay, America right now, y'all. If you didn't know that, okay, but to know they had the worst, they had a lot that happened, a whole lot that happened, stuff that a lot of them don't even know, because a lot of stuff wasn't told to the families and stuff like that. There was a lot of stuff that a lot of these Indians didn't know about, only the ones that was more connected spiritually, but a lot of their ancestors didn't even tell their own generations because they had to keep it secret. Yes, give me a second. Someone had to keep a secret. Now, I have to state this so y'all will know. Some of your ancestors went against me. So, that's what happened, okay? It happens in all of them. Don't feel bad about it. But, yes, some of your ancestors tried to kill me, all right? It is what it is. It's like, one thing about life is when people have power, somebody's always jealous. Someone's always jealous because they looking at your life and looking at your blessings and looking at all the things you can do, and they end up feeling some type of way and not realizing if you keep focusing on me, you're losing. That's why you're not getting what you need to do. Learn from me, but don't take from me. And so that kind of like happened or whatever. So when the Egyptians came over, okay? Yeah, they came over. They were spiritually, but they came over. They came over through the white folks, just to let you know, because they got spiritual gifts. Can you turn it down for a second, baby? They came over through the white folks, just to let you know that, okay? Because they got spiritual gifts. They was like, we ain't got, they royalty. Why in the world are they going to go anywhere? So they had other people. So technically, the white folks was the slaves. Technically, the white folks was the slaves. Way back in time, they was the slaves. Just let y'all know, I'm seeing it as I'm talking, so I'm learning at the same time as you. I'm getting downloads, okay? So as I'm talking right now, all the information is literally coming to me as I speak. So we learning this at the same time, all right? So the white folks, they came in, and the reptilians and stuff. So, okay, this is going to go back to a couple of different things. Oh, Lord, child, I was busy. All right, reptilians. Let's look at dinosaurs. You saw how big they was. My bad. Like, it's trial and error. That is a big mother sucker. We need to bring you down, like down a little bit. Come on, come down. Come down. We gotta let y'all go, cause I ain't gonna be looking up to y'all all the time. Yes. So reptilians is basically the dinosaurs and stuff like that. Is where I tell you, I can talk to anyone, anything spiritual, whatever. I can turn anything into whatever I want to turn into. So, oh my God. Who is saying, oh my God? Okay, so this is what's going on right now. The more I talk, again, technically I'm in the future. Okay. All right, technically I'm in the future, but at the same time, y'all at the same date as me as well. So they've been trying to find me. Okay, that's what's going on. They've been trying to find me. And what happened is I'm the only one that knows this information. So that's how they know that I am who I am. So now it's like the person saying, oh my God, it's like they're shocked. Like when I yes, I jump topics real quick, give me a moment. So when I started thinking about the Indian stuff, spiritually I could hear like, oh my God, it's her. Like I kept hearing like, it's her. So yeah, because I stayed in hiding. I always operated through other people. I operated through other people. Okay, it's just how I done it because these mother suckers were getting on my nerves. Okay, but back to what I was saying, the dinosaurs and stuff. So, I created the dinosaurs. I created all of that. But what happened was the size and everything, all that with people, it wouldn't mix. Yeah, I'm jumping around the time zones just to let y'all know. So what happened was after a while with the reptilians, reptiles and stuff like that, I turned them into human beings. Okay, yes, I turned them into human beings. And when I did that, I taught them things But as you know, when you teach people, they think they're going to try to take from you instead of just learning and being thankful. Somebody like, no, I need to take control. So, yeah, that's how a lot of this stuff happened or whatever like that. So when it comes to white people, that's really all right, I understand when I was talking about, like, the cold air and stuff, but technically, the reason why I say it like that, because I ain't want to say all the white folks is reptilians, but there you go. All y'all reptilians. That's how we know the difference. All y'all reptilians. Y'all come from the reptilian family, okay? Every single white person is a reptilian, all right? Oh my God, I did a lot of stuff. I did things in a way so I know who is who. It's like I knew that these mother suckers was going to mess with my memory somehow, and so I start figuring certain things out. Okay, that's what happened. I start figuring out ways to be able to remember what I need to remember when I need to remember it. Yeah, because how can I say it? I knew that a lot of information. I'm an honest person, so I'm gonna always tell the truth, always. But it got to a point that I even allow myself to forget things on purpose because I didn't want them to get certain information at certain times because I knew that it was gonna cause issues. But yeah, all the white folks are reptilians. Every single one of y'all are reptilians. Every white person is a reptilian. Okay. Yeah. That's why y'all are how can I say it? That's why, like, with the sun, that's the issue with the sun. And so, y'all, it's a little bit of reverse, okay? It's a weird thing. It's weird. I'll get to that in a later date. I ain't gonna get into all of it, but I'm gonna let y'all brains work a little bit. But yes, all white folks are reptilians, all right? That kind of tell you why y'all don't like the season meat. Y'all like y'all stuff raw. y'all kept some traditions. I gotta stop. No offense. Okay, let me be serious for once. I can't though. You get it, reptilians. They eat stuff raw. There's no seasoning there. Okay. Okay. I gotta stay on track. Oh God. Okay. Alright, so okay. I gotta stop. I gotta laugh, y'all. I gotta laugh. This is funny. This is funny to me. I gotta laugh. Instead of looking at the hateful stuff, I had to laugh or whatever. Alright, so we got that. It's a lot of stuff is in reverse. I'm not trying to show y'all my stuff, okay. But a lot of stuff is in reverse. But yeah, so when it comes to reptilians, no different than, like, I think it's evolution, whatever y'all call it. Like I said, with the monkeys and stuff that changed over. So this is what happened. I'm by myself a lot. And so what happened was, because I can talk to, anybody, anything, whatever, and I can create what I want to create. So a lot of the things people, how can I say it, animals and stuff became my friends. They became my friends. And so talking to them, they wanted to be the same like me. So that's how. So when y'all talk about how Adam and Eve with the rib and stuff, that's kind of how it happened. A lot of them I end up show them how to adapt to situations. So right now I'm thinking of like a tadpole. Think about like a frog, how it's a tadpole coming from a tadpole where it's underneath the water, and that's where it at and come out. Okay, that's kind of how it is. So let's go back to, like, I'm jumping around now because my brain is jumping to things, so I'm gonna let it go. So let's go back to Atlantis. Mermaids, water, tadpoles, out of water, same thing, legs, walk, die, right there. That's what happened. I was able to show them what I went through at a point in my life, and that's how I showed them. Like my videos, that's all I've been doing. Excuse me. In my videos, all I do is show, I go through the stuff, I went through all the stuff, and then I come and talk to y'all about how to get out of those things, because I went through it. So I motivate for you to know that you can get out of this situation. You can adapt to your surroundings. You can transform in your situations. You can evolve in whatever you need to evolve in. You can revolutionize whatever you need to revolutionize. You can do whatever you want to do. You just got to believe. Excuse me. You have to believe. You understand? You have to believe. That's it. You got to believe in the power within you. You understand? Not what they tell you, but what this tells you. That's literally what it boils down to. So it's like a lot of different things. But yeah, so even like, yeah, it's just a lot. What else? Hold on a second, babe. Now, okay, commercial on TV. Got my little relaxing music on. Somebody say, your baby is always so quiet. You should see the face he just made at me. yeah, he's a good one. But yeah, thank you for the one that said that. But he's live and loving and all of that. But he's just chilling, like I be chilling. What else? But yeah, in this process, when it comes to me, it's like I'm like a little kid. I'm just as amazed at all of this as y'all are. It's like I'm actually happy for a new change, learning new things or whatever like that. It's like, man, like this is, I'm gonna tell you, it's better than what was told. It's way better than what was told. No offense to anyone, but take it how you want to. It's like the more I'm learning, it's like the more it makes sense. It's like life makes sense now. Like, okay, I get why this happened. I get why that happened or whatever. You understand? I get it. It's like when you look at the Indians and the Egyptians, you understand why that the people that don't have money and stuff like that, they have more love. But they have more support. And then you think about with the Egyptians, the royalty Egyptians, think about how they made people slaves and they didn't have real love. They didn't have genuine love because all they had was power, and people only did for them because they were scared of them. That had to be like a heart. That's the way the world is now. Look at our lives. The elites and all of them, 9 times out of 10, people run up to them, praise them and all of that. And then the other half, shucks, they scared of. Shucks, some of these elites are scared of own elites. It's literally that crazy. That's what money does to people. It just make you go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's like, why you gotta be like that? But then it's like, let's go back. So then, like with the Indians, you look at it, they was nurturers. They was the type that cared about the land. They cared about the people for the most part. There was, like I said, there was some that was on dumb time. There really was a lot that was on dumb time, because we all want growth. And this is why I had to go through what I went through. Okay, I'm transitioning again. So the problem for me was, think of life as the Garden of Eden. Excuse me, the Garden of Eden. Garden of Eden, you had the beautiful flowers. Just picture the most beautiful floristic location. It's floristic. It's gonna be a word today. Floristic location, grass, everything's just beautiful, right? You don't want to destroy it. You don't want to destroy it. Think of like the birds and the animals frolicking and playing around with each other and stuff, and you don't want to destroy it because it's natural. And the reason why there was so much chaos and there was so many fights, can you turn it down for me, baby, please? There was so much chaos and fights is because people wouldn't change. And I'm stubborn. I can be. I can be stubborn. It's like, if you're gonna bring an idea, give me a reason why and how you gonna fix the situation. How are we going to come up with a solution? Because anytime you create something in the world, there's gonna be some rift with it. That's just life. There's a rift with it. How you gonna be able to overcome when the rift happens? That's how I look at things. So just think, me, a person that is in love with life, I don't want to destroy it. I don't want to destroy it. So a reason why a lot of them got mad at me is because they wanted to use my powers to build. And the thing about me was, the way you're trying to build is the wrong way, because you're using people as slaves. That ain't how we supposed to do it. We supposed to be family. We're going to build. Let's be a family and build together. But their reasoning wasn't about doing it for to build a family. They was trying to build an empire. And it's like, you already have an empire. Why? So leave it like it is then. Because why is it that you're trying to create more and more just so you can be able to tell people you have power? And then the people that's helping you build it, like the White House, don't get a chance to walk in it. You understand? You only get to go in certain rooms. Why is it the people, the ancestors of people that actually built the place, why they don't have a spot? Why they can't just walk up in here? You know, their family built it. So why is that house just for one authoritative? Why that can't be the house where their family can come in and tour in and actually be in the house that their family created? You get what I'm saying? Nothing against the system, but just show you how the system operates. It's like the people can build it, but then they can't be a part of it. That's why I was the way I was. That's why I am the way I am. I'm not going to sit here and agree to a mission to build something just not to be a part of it. Just so you can go out here and do what you want to do. Just so you can go out here and be what you want to be. Just so you can flash a little money in my face or everybody else's face and say, ha, ha, ha. But at the end of the day, if we ain't doing nothing, then what does that mean for you? But see, this is where they want the power. They didn't care if the people would walk away, because they can mind control them to do what they want them to do. And I wouldn't allow that. That's why they couldn't stand me. That's why they wanted my power. That's why, because they wanted control. They wanted to be able to control people's minds and let the people to be puppets in the world, to just do whatever they want them to do just so they can sit in their chair all day long and do nothing. Like, really? You just want to sit in a chair all day long and do nothing and let everybody else do something to you, but you feel like you somebody because you can sit in a chair that's made out of gold and you got all these jewels and all of that, but no heart. You're literally killing off people because they look at you. Oh, they spill a little water. They didn't fan you the right way. They didn't compliment you and you know, because you have all this stuff. But they over there malnourished, don't have no, you know, their family is starving and all of that. And you won't give nothing to them. I cannot sit there and watch that. So no, I'm not going to help you build nothing. I'm going to sit here and be with my little daisies and flowers and let the wind blow in my hair and call it a day. I'd rather be in this cave with the animals, because I'm like this. It's bad that you're human and you acting like an animal, and the animal has more love than you do. So I'll be with the animals then. I'll be out here with nature. I'll be over here minding my business, and they're being with on the animals and stuff that actually care about their families. That's what happened. That's why even anywhere I went, anyone that knew I had abilities, they didn't want to work. They didn't want to work. They just want to control. That's it. That's it. Anyone that gets around me and my power and my energy always find out later on that's all they end up turning out. People get obsessed with me. That's why it's easy for me to be by myself. Because anybody I get around, they get obsessed. Because they wonder how you do it. You have to love. Everything attracts to me because I genuinely love. That's why. You don't put love in nothing. You wonder why the storms destroy it. You wonder why people destroy it. You wonder why you destroy your own empire. Because you don't know nothing. Because you only throwing around authority all around. That was it. So when they start giving them, so at a point I ended up just said, freak it, take the power. You want it so bad, take it. But then I held on to some for myself. I did. I held on to some for myself. And they end up figure that out. And they start ciphering more out of me. And they drain me. You understand? I've always fought. I've been a fighter ever since the beginning of time. I've been a fighter. Reality or spiritually, I've been a fighter. Ain't nothing new to me. You know, I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I don't care if you tell me, hey, we're going to go out here and dig this hole. All right, just make sure we got some water or something. Give me a shovel. I'm going to go out here and dig with you. It don't bother me getting dirty. It don't bother me being outside and helping build and do stuff. You know, I don't have a problem when we work together. I'm not going to force someone to do something. We're going to learn together. Okay? Because if I get sick, I need to make sure that you know how to handle it. Vice versa. But if the power is always given, then guess what? When something happened, then what? Now you're going to go out here to the people that did everything for you and be like, hey, can you tell me how to do something? That ain't right. That's what has happened throughout time. That's what happened throughout time. Anybody that get any form of power, they feel like their job is done. Now, let me just throw out orders. Let me have everybody in front of me. Let me throw the army in front of me and go out there and do what I tell you. You can do a good job. That is not power. If y'all notice, like I've said it, I think I said it once, I can't remember. But for myself, y'all see me up here? I jump up here every single day. Every single day. And I jump in front of the bullets every single day. Because if somebody gonna get hit, I'd rather be the protection of my family. I want to be the shield. I'm the shield for my family. Because I know what the power look like. And I know I have the power. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit back and demand my family to go out here and do stuff if I'm not going to get out here first with them. You understand? So we're going to build together. I'm not going to sit here and just watch you just because I can and just watch you. At least let me make sure you got something to drink. You got something to eat. You're good. It's service is service, some form of fashion. Either you're out there digging up with them or you providing things for them to make sure that they're going to be good. We're family. That's what we're supposed to do. We work together. So when it came to a lot of this stuff that went on, it was like I got beat up in ways because I wouldn't sit back and take advantage of people. I want to take advantage of my abilities. And if you hear the noise, you know, the chair rocks, make the noise, whatever. But yeah, like, that's all it is. So when it comes to like, excuse me. So when it comes to like all the stuff that's been going on, people stealing stuff and taking stuff, all these museums and stuff, somebody asked them, but if we Indians, why they ain't in the blood? Guess what? The government controls the DNA process. All the government systems control the DNA process. Somebody's asked me that. Like, if I'm Indian and I got Indian blood, why? Because they control the DNA process. Okay? They already steps ahead. They let people know who they want to know. Alright? I don't care. You and your little sneaky smile. But yeah, all governments around the world control the DNA process. So when you go to ancestries, the DNAs and, you know, whatever the other ones, whatever, the government controls that. Every government controls it because they don't want everybody to know who they are, what they are, and where they are. They tell you what they want you to know. You know, that's it. That's all it is. So a lot of y'all have these different things in your bloodline, but they tell you exactly what it is. And even with people that work at these companies, a lot of people have mind control over them. Just to let you know that. That's the thing about power. They already programmed folks. It's like you got the people that are willing to know and do what they want, do what the people tell them to do, and you got the ones that they have to have mind control over. That's what power is, to where the world look at it. And I feel like it's messed up. You know, it's jacked up. It's like, why we gotta force people to do something, and then when they don't understand or they start learning who they are, now you call them crazy. That's why everybody is going through mental issues, because people are starting to figure out who they are. Because the glitch, everyone is glitching in the world. People are glitching. And that's why they call the majority of the world crazy. That's why everybody's emotions is out of whack. Because you're glitching. Because you're starting to realize, my life is not what I think it is. It is what it is. But the thing about it is, are you going to stay stuck in the past? Keep talking about it? That's why I keep telling y'all, when it comes to this history stuff, man, anybody that's stuck in these history books type stuff, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's frozen. Let it go. Let it go. And I'm not saying about the people directly. It's just, these people are here. We're here. Shucks, a lot of them are me. Let you know that. A lot of them are me. But how will you? But how will you know? Because you don't know. Yes, a lot of these people that they've been changing the stories of. It's like Albert Einstein. Y'all know he was black. I said this in another video, I think. He was black. A lot of it, like Beethoven, black. A lot of people was black. You understand? A lot of the most smartest people in the world was black. You understand? And I say, like I said, we all black at the end of the day, but you know, just to let you know, if we want to stick to reality form. So it's like, you know, every day when I learn something, I'm in shock. My dad gonna sell. Because a part of me, why? A part of me feel, it's like, no, I'm not glitching. Somebody's like, is she glitching? No, I'm not glitching. I'm thinking. I like to think sometimes, because I gotta be mindful of what I say and how I say it. I'm not covering nothing up, but I have to make sure I explain something the right way. In one part of me, a part of me felt like, could I have done more? Yeah, I could have. But then it's like, the other part of me is like, why keep banging your head against a wall and knowing you the one bleeding? You know how hard it is to try to prove to people that love is love? You know how many people ask right now, how many people in the world, if you ask a person, do you feel like you know what real love is? A lot of y'all gonna say no. You might now if you feel my energy, but a lot of you probably gonna say no. I don't know what it really is. I don't know what it feels like. So if I sit here and tell you I love you, you're like, prove it. I am proving it. I'm telling you I love you. Prove it. What I have to do? Give me that house. Give me that car. Give me that money. That's how you prove it. So I gotta give you some type of material item to prove that I love you. All right, let's find another option. I can't do that. So what's another way I can prove that I love you? Because apparently you don't feel it. So how can I tell you that I love you? Aren't you breathing? Aren't you breathing? Tell me where it's at, babe. Okay, it did itself. Ain't that like why that can't be enough? But I gotta, you know, a person gotta fight all the time. You know, and I can't, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. When it comes to people in the world, y'all can't say that part about the breathing part. However, for me, it was like that. It's like, I'm here. Like, look how many things I've done. Look how we getting through the process. It's like whatever y'all screw up, I fixed. That ain't good enough. That ain't good enough. You need more. I need more. I need more. I need more money. It's literally, this is what people say. I need more money. I need more money. So we're going to tear more trees down. Yes. More trees. Okay. Here are your trees. Is that enough? That ain't enough. Okay. What else do we need to do? Kill the animals off because you're hungry. Okay. Let's start cutting. Let's start chopping up the chickens and the cows. Stop laughing. Chop up the chickens and the cows and stuff. Let's get the fishies out and stuff. Y'all know y'all love y'all seafood boys. And come on, let's get the chickens and stuff. Is that enough? No. All right. What about the fruits and vegetables? Cause you know the cows and the chickens and the chickens and all of that. They gotta eat something too, so I'm gonna give you that, the vegetables and stuff too, the rabbits and all them, they need that too. You want me to take all of that from them as well? That ain't enough. What is gonna be enough? Oh, okay, I get it. You want people dead. That's what it is. You want to prove to people that you have control, so you want to kill people off. I can't help with that. That would be enough for you. I can't help with that. Why are we going to kill the people off for if you're going to, when they come back, now they're going to be slaves again? Oh, that's what it is. If they go against what you say, you want to kill them off and bring them back. You want me to bring them back so they'll know who's in charge. That's what it is. And if they don't if they can't tolerate that, then take them off for good. Because you already know that their spirits transfer. That's what it is. Okay. Apparently we've been having a lot of people gone. That still ain't enough. So what? Because this Lazarus fact thing is getting on my nerves. Why I gotta keep doing the Lazarus fact? Why? How many people in the hospital right now need air? If I gotta tell you to turn it down one more time. Okay. But how many people in the hospital? You understand? There is on life support or something. And I had the Lazarus effect. How many people is getting accidents and need a Lazarus effect? How many people and all these things need a Lazarus effect because y'all want them dead? Because they not being obedient to your rules. So what do we need to prove that you're loved? So yeah, in this process, that's really what it all boiled back down to. It's like it's been on repeat, decade after decade after decade after decade after decade. It's never been enough. Never been enough. So I had to realize it ain't enough because the wrong people are in power. I can't run anymore, y'all. I'm tired. If y'all would have saw how the only thing I did not take a picture of when I got ill, when I was sick and I kept going to the hospitals, y'all should have seen my feet. Oh my God, the skin was so thick and blistered up. It looked like I've been walking for decades, and I never had any problems with my feet. It looked like I was walking for decades. My feet went back, way back in the time. The only thing to take a picture of, and it hurt when I walked. It hurt bad when I was walking, when I finally was able to feel my feet. But in this process, I realized that I've been running from the family. Running from them, running, trying to stay hide and try to do things through other people because I didn't want to be seen. Because it ain't about being seen. I told y'all that plenty of times. It's not about being seen. So I kept running from this whole thing, running from it. But I ran. You wanna know another reason why I ran? Because I wanted them to see what life would look like with them taking authority. Because apparently in their head, they felt like people throughout time, all y'all races, all of y'all, throughout time, y'all felt like y'all had it. Y'all know what to do. So I said, okay, let y'all go ahead and do what you want to do. It's like, in a way, it's like I needed y'all to see what y'all going to get yourselves into with the power if you don't know how to use it, if you don't do it for the right reasons. And how not believing can destroy you, destroy your families. We see enough of these people passing away. It's crazy. So when I pulled up the video of the Prince of Egypt, and the part where they had the blood on the door, ain't that amazing how that's what's going on right now? Ain't it amazing? Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it. I hope. That's what's going on right now. And it's crazy because in the video, if y'all saw how the wind blows and it went everywhere, y'all notice lately I didn't realize it until then, because the ones that I blew life into was the ones that had the blood on the doors. Ain't that something? That's why everything's happening right in y'all faces. I told y'all, I put everything in movies, TV shows, and songs, art, whatever. I'm very creative. I'm very, very creative. That's why a lot of stuff is going on. The ISIS and all that crazy type stuff, the floods and all of that. It's like we're going through Noah Ark, Sodom and Gomorrah. We're going through every traumatic situation that happened in time. We're getting it in different parts of the world. Y'all ain't caught on to that. In order for y'all to understand, everything is happening at the same exact time. Y'all ain't caught on. Like, we got the fires, right? Then y'all, there was a part about in the fires. You got, like I said, you got the, it's crazy. Every dramatic incident in the Bible is happening all at the same time, because we are all different dimensions at the same time. If you look at the world, look at it. Every disaster that happened in the Bible is happening at the same exact time. Because apparently, y'all don't believe. Think about it. Diddy case, Sodom and Gomorrah. Wow. What was that? A bunch of people having sex. It's all happening. Y'all are your ancestors. You're reliving your lives. We're all going through the same thing at the same time. You're reliving your life. You, anyone that was a part of the Diddy stuff, y'all was a part of Sodom and Gomorrah. And y'all didn't learn. You ain't learned then, you ain't learned now. Anyone that's going through floods, you was part of Noah's Ark. With the ISIS and all of that. The blood on the door. The Red Sea. All of it. All of it. Everything is happening at the same exact time. You reliving your lives. I told you, your spirits keep coming back. Apparently, since y'all don't know who you are, I'm showing you who you really are. So whatever you're going through in your life, go look at the Bible. There you go. That's where you're at right now. That's where you're at. It's all happening at the same exact time. I took decades and pull it all together. Decades and put it all together. Racism. Look at that. Back when Martin Luther King Jr. got racism stuff still going on. All of it is like, can you see? It's all happening at the same time. Every single thing is happening all over the world. Because all of y'all are your ancestors. You didn't want to go within to know who you are. So I'm trying to help you out to see who you truly are. That's it. Think about it. What about that house that the what is it, plantation house that burnt down? That ain't the first time that happened. That's not the first time. How many of y'all seeing weird things with the water? Atlantis, they're out. Yes, this morning I was in the bathroom and out of nowhere I saw myself in front of a lake. All of the spirits that are in at first I heard Lake Erie, Lake Lanier, all of those spirits, all those people that these elites and all these people killed and put these mafias and all of them and put their bodies in the water, they're out. Yes, I let them free the other day. They're out. Not the other day, this morning. They're out. Every single one of them out. They're out. I don't know why I'm hearing Usher's name, but your name kept popping up earlier when it happened. I heard Usher's name. But then if you think about it, what is an usher? Someone that escorts people to their seats. Or parking, wherever you want to call it. Again, like with this process, I had to realize, like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of how y'all not paying attention to the lives because you're so busy about the money. So I was ashamed of myself at the same time. I was ashamed of my powers because I was the only one that had all these abilities to the stream that I had them, and all these people stole it. But then I started recreating them. It's crazy. I'm in this house, but you don't realize how much stuff I've been doing on the outside. I've been moving. I do more in 24 hours than y'all do in a year. I mean, yeah, however you want to call it. In a year, I do more in, you got it. Yeah, I said it right the first time. Yeah, in a year. I've been moving. I've been grooving. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Because apparently nobody know how to drive these days. So at one point, I was the person on the side giving directions. So now I'm driving the vehicles. I'm helping the ones that had the blood on the doors. Yes. If y'all notice, there's a lot of people been saying some stuff that's been more bold than they normally are. It's because I'm talking. You're listening to me. You're listening to me. Because I'm tired of the ones that are true believers getting passed over or looked down at or manipulated or bullied and all of this stuff. I'm doing it by force now. I'm here to help. I'm just helping the ones that really truly believe. So if y'all see a lot of folks that's standing up and saying stuff and y'all normally don't hear them, like you hear them talk, but if they standing up to these elites or these societies, families and all of that, it's me. And if y'all seen enough of my videos, you can tell it's me. I'm talking. Yes, I'm talking. I'm talking. You're talking to me, so be careful how you respond back. Be mindful. Respect. I had to deal with this one over here the other day. Respect. So, Instead of me being in the background, now I'm a leader. I'm a lead. I'm going to take the lead. I'm taking the lead. And show y'all how this works. So when it comes to, like I said, with this bets like the Indians and all this other stuff or whatever, it is what it is. You understand? It is what it is. We're going to get back online. We're going to get back on track. Because in order for the world to get to a peaceful place, y'all got to be at peace. Only reason why lies still continuing on like it is and everything is kind of crazy is because y'all want chaos. I got to call it out. I have to call it out because I saw the video yesterday. Like, and I'm going to say this. For the person I'm about to say, like, everybody got their mistakes. It is what it is. But it proves how much we don't believe. So, I was listening to Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley, like, you popped up on my screen yesterday. And Ricky Smiley, you was talking about with Trump and stuff. And you was like, you scared. Which is valid. You can say you scared. But the thing about it is, y'all not saying that y'all believe despite how scared you are. It's like, who's in charge? And I get it. You're looking at past situation like, Dad, but in the past they did this, in the past they did that, in the past. As long as y'all keep looking at the past, how can you see a new future? How can y'all see a new future? Because you're so focused on the past. This is what they used to do. This is how they used to do it. This is how they used to be. Used to, not going to. We have to get to a point that we believe that we all have opportunity in the world. Like, when it comes to whites, blacks, we all jacked up. You understand me? Ain't nobody's them. Everybody jacked up. We just televise what we want to televise. That's it. We all family, like I always say, we all family. And sometimes you be ready to like, look, what is that? I seen they be like, we're gonna send this person to the black community, and then the black community say, no, we're not gonna send this to the black community. We're gonna send it to the Asian community. No, we're not gonna send it to the Asian community. See, we all feel the same way. We all want to transfer. Hold on a second. Okay, we all want to transfer the chaos to someone else because we don't want to deal with it. But in order for us to deal with that, we got to deal with this. So, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and be on some tough love stuff all the time. You know, I like to joke around and stuff or whatever. But I got to go with my heart. And my heart has never left me the wrong way. But it's time, you know, that we have order. And I can't be afraid anymore. I'm calling it what it is. I was afraid. I was afraid because I knew how my powers was. And I think I stated something similar before, but I'm going to state it again. I was afraid because my powers made these people be this way to the point that they got so much control where they start being disrespectful, killing people and doing some malicious stuff. I was afraid of my own powers. That's why I became a hard worker. That's why. I knew what I was able to do. I knew how my brain operated. But I was scared that I was going to turn out just like my family was. So I ran from who I was. Just so I wouldn't be who they are. Because I was ashamed of them. I was ashamed of who they was. I was ashamed of how they operated. I was ashamed. So I played dumb. I played like the fool. Because I didn't want to remember who I was. I didn't want to remember where I came from. So I hid, created a new identity, and then operated under other people just so that I wouldn't get caught up. That's why I did things to other people, because it was like, if I do it this way, then I won't have to worry about overutilizing my energy. I can pay attention because I'm on the outside looking in. It's a difference when you're on the inside looking out. You You understand? People view you different. How many times y'all get on the videos or you do the stuff and you're just talking on the matters, TV, movies, wherever, anything in the limelight or somebody see, and you're talking and saying, hey, yeah, this, and that. And then when you actually go back and look at your videos, you're like, did I really act like that? Did I really say this? Did I really say that? Yeah. You start realizing how crazy you look. You start realizing how mean you are. You start realizing how much you're being careless and you ain't paying attention to details, and how you're not paying attention to people's emotions, and because you're just so busy. So I want to get caught up like that, where I get too big of myself. I have a big head. I'll sit back and watch from the sidelines. But now I'm at that point where I watched enough from the sidelines that I truly believe in my heart that I can be able to handle this power and not allow the power to handle me. So for the people in the world, I want y'all to understand something, because I do feel like some people are afraid of me. I don't want you to be afraid of me. I'm not like them. I'm not. I'm nowhere near like them. You see what you see here? Same thing when I'm out. Same thing. I'm not going to change that. I'm not a cheater. I'm not a destroyer. You understand me? And I'm not a stealer. If I can't physically work for it, I don't want it. I'm going to work for everything that I do. I don't care if I'm in the power or not. And if I'm not doing it, I'm going to teach somebody else how to do it. I don't have a problem with sharing. But you got to be someone that's genuine and willing to put the work in for me to provide that energy, because at the end of the day, I don't want you to turn out like them. I don't want that energy or that power to control you to the point you lose yourself in the process. Because once you lose yourself, you're literally out of control. And when you're out of control, you're lost. So, on that note, have a blessed day.